You wake up on a bed made of straw. A rooster is yelling outside, and a woman looks in the door and tells you to come and eat, but she calls you a name that is not your name. This is not your bed, and it is not your house, and it is not even your time, because you are small now and you are just a kid, with bare feet on a dirt floor, and then you remember something scary. You know where you are, and you know when you are, and it is a very long time ago, in the year 1347, and soon a terrible sickness is coming that is going to make almost everybody here die, and you are the only one who knows. You try to warn them, and you say a sickness is coming from far away and it will hurt everyone, but they just smile and pat your head because they think you are a silly kid telling stories, so you stop talking. You learn your first big lesson, which is that knowing the future does not help if no one will listen. So you make a new plan, and the plan is that you will not save everyone, but you will keep yourself and your family safe. And you whisper it every night like a little song. Boil the water, wash your hands, stay away from the sick, and wait 40 days. You start doing strange things, like boiling your water while they laugh at you, and washing your hands all the time while they call you the clean little weirdo. And you make soap, just a gray lump that smells like smoke, and you give it to your sister and make her wash too. And you need to remember that soap, because the soap matters more than anything. You keep the cat around because the cat catches the mice, and the mice are part of why people get sick, but you cannot explain that to anyone, so you just become the kid who loves cats, and they think you are odd, but they do not think you are scary, because that part comes later. One day a stranger comes through, and he is very sick, and 3 days later he is gone, and then more people get sick, and then more, until a whole street is sick, and a doctor comes and tries his old tricks, cutting people to let the bad blood out, and burning sweet leaves to fix the bad air, but every person he helps still dies. So you do something nobody has ever seen, and you close the whole village, standing at the bridge so nobody comes in and nobody goes out, counting 40 days on a knotted string, burning the clothes of the sick and keeping the sick in a barn far away with their food left at the door. And it feels mean and it is so hard, but it works. The sickness wipes out the next village and the one after that, and whole towns go quiet, but your village lives. And not everyone makes it, and you will never forget their names, but almost everyone is okay. And now the people look at you in a brand new way. You used to be the weird, clean kid, but now you are the kid who knew, the kid who scared death away with a string and a lump of gray soap, and they start leaving you gifts like bread and a spoon and a pair of boots. And you always wanted them to believe you, but being believed back then was not safe at all. A long time ago, people thought sickness was a punishment that God sent. So they had a scary question, which was, why did your village live when everyone else died? And to them, a village that did not get punished was a village that did something bad, and magic, and against God. And being the magic kid back then was very dangerous. A serious man comes with soldiers, and he asks quiet questions, like, how did the boy know? And what is the gray soap the people keep like a treasure? And you watch your own neighbors get scared, because you saved them, but fear is bigger than thank you, and it always was. Your sister sneaks you out the back and gives you bread and the knotted string and one last lump of gray soap, and she tells you to run and never come back or they will hurt you. So you run, because you saved the village, but the village could not save you, and that was the deal, and you never got to pick it. Now you walk from place to place, but you cannot stop helping. So when you see a town that is scared, you teach them to boil the water and close the gates and wait 40 days, and you save them and then leave, fast, before they can decide if you are good magic or bad magic. You never tell anyone the truth, that you came from another time, and that far, far away there is a bed with your real name on it that you can never go back to. And after a while, you stop being sad about it, because being sad is too dangerous, and being sad gets you caught. And you grow old, which is the biggest surprise of all, because almost nobody got to grow old back then, but you did. You die as an old man in a barn, all alone on purpose, so you do not get anyone else sick, just like you taught everyone. And the little girl is at the door, leaving your food a little ways back, the careful way you taught the whole town. She asks you the question everyone asks, which is, how did you always know? And you look at her for a long time, because she is so small, with bare feet on a dirt floor, just like you were a long time ago when the whole world started to end. And you do not have the right words, and you never did. So you put the soap in her tiny hand, the last little piece of it, and the knotted string, and you say 3 simple words: boil the water. And she nods like it is a magic spell, and maybe it is, because it is the only magic that ever really worked. She runs to go tell everyone, and you watch her go, and you think that she will remember, just like you did, because the knowing gets passed on from one scared kid to the next, and you came here knowing how everyone dies, but you leave as the one who taught them how to live. Boil the water. You were the boy who knew, and she is the girl who knows now.